The story traces a long arc of a public figure's life shaped by discipline, setbacks, success, and an eventual retreat toward family and privacy. It moves from humble beginnings through athletic promise, military service, and an uncertain start in entertainment before eventual stardom. Alongside career milestones, it also reflects the weight of personal choices, especially the decision to prioritize loved ones over fame. In the later chapters, the focus shifts from Hollywood to home life, where family responsibilities and personal challenges redefine what success truly means. Early life and family foundations. Born in Detroit, Michigan in the mid-1940s, he grew up in a working-class household shaped by resilience and constant adaptation. His father worked in mechanical roles tied to military service during World War II, while his mother managed the home and family stability. Early childhood included a period living with grandparents while his parents navigated uncertain circumstances. Eventually, the family relocated to California, settling in a modest home purchased with the help of veteran benefits. Money was tight and income fluctuated as his father worked commission-based jobs. Despite these challenges, the household emphasized responsibility, honesty, and persistence. These values would later become central to how he approached both sports and professional life, athletic drive and education. During his youth, sports became the dominant focus of his life. Standing tall and athletic, he excelled in basketball and baseball throughout school. His physical presence made him a standout player, eventually earning a scholarship opportunity. However, financial limitations initially forced him into community college, where he balanced studies with part-time work to support his education. His determination paid off when he transferred to a major university and secured a basketball scholarship. Though his time on the court at the collegiate level was limited and statistically modest, coaches valued his effort, discipline, and team-first mentality. This phase reinforced the importance of persistence even when recognition was limited. Military service and early career steps. With national service obligations shaping the era, he made the decision to join the military. He served in the National Guard, completed officer training, and earned leadership responsibilities over time. His service included activation during periods of civil unrest, adding real-world intensity to his military experience. At the same time, early entertainment opportunities began to emerge. He briefly signed acting contracts, but those were interrupted by his service commitment, resulting in lost opportunities. After returning, he found himself restarting his career path from scratch. Still, he accepted small modeling and commercial jobs, treating each as practice rather than failure. Breaking into acting. His first television appearances came through game shows and minor screen tests where he did not initially succeed in making a strong impression. However, his camera presence stood out enough to attract industry attention. This led to an invitation into a studio talent development program designed to train emerging actors. Despite years of training and repeated contract renewals, major roles did not arrive quickly. Eventually, he was released from the program. Rather than leaving the industry, he continued pursuing small television appearances, advertising work, and guest roles. These years were defined by persistence, rejection, and gradual skill development, rather than fame or stability. Slow rise and the road to recognition. Throughout the 1970s, he appeared in a series of television shows in supporting roles. These parts were often brief and did not significantly raise his profile, but they provided valuable experience in fast-paced production environments. He also worked in soap operas where the demanding schedule sharpened his ability to memorize lines and perform under pressure. Although he had the physical presence of a leading man, casting directors often struggled to place him. His appearance sometimes worked against him, making it harder for audiences to see him as an everyday character. Despite ongoing rejection, he continued building credits, gradually developing a reputation for professionalism and reliability. Breakthrough and major stardom. His major breakthrough came when he landed a standout television role that contrasted sharply with his earlier minor appearances. The character he played was polished, charismatic, and sharply different from the rougher protagonist of the series. His performance resonated with audiences and industry professionals alike. Mentorship from established actors helped him refine his approach, particularly the idea that flawed human traits make characters more compelling. This lesson shaped his most iconic later roles, where he balanced charm with vulnerability. Eventually, he became a household name through a leading role in a long-running and highly successful television series, marking the peak of his mainstream fame. Marriage, family, and personal choices. In the mid-1980s, he entered a deeply private marriage with his partner, carefully avoiding public attention through discreet planning. Their relationship developed away from media scrutiny, reflecting a shared desire for privacy. Shortly after, they welcomed a daughter, which significantly shifted his priorities. At the height of his television success, he made the decision to step back from a major role to focus on family life. He openly expressed that personal relationships mattered more than professional momentum. This choice marked a turning point, transitioning him away from constant public exposure and toward a quieter, family-centered life. Life on the ranch and retreat from Hollywood. The family settled on a large rural property in California, where life moved far away from studio schedules and red carpets. The ranch became both a home and a long-term project, featuring agricultural operations and wide natural landscapes. It offered privacy, space, and a slower rhythm of life. Daily routines centered on outdoor work, maintenance, and time spent away from public attention. Over the years, the property also faced environmental challenges, including drought conditions that damaged crops and trees. Despite setbacks, the ranch remained a symbol of stability and personal grounding. Controversies and later challenges. Like many public figures with large landholdings, his ranch life was not without scrutiny. At one point, questions were raised about water usage during periods of regional drought. Reports and investigations led to legal discussions and a financial settlement, though the situation did not escalate further. Despite the controversy, the ranch continued to function as a private retreat. It remained central to family life and long-term planning, even as retirement questions became more relevant. Public attention occasionally resurfaced, but the overall focus remained on maintaining privacy and continuity rather than returning to Hollywood prominence. Outro Overtime. The trajectory of his life reflects a steady shift from ambition and public recognition toward privacy, family, and personal fulfillment. Early struggles built resilience, while career success brought visibility and opportunity. Yet the defining theme remains choice, the repeated decision to step back when personal priorities demanded it. In the end, the story is less about fame itself and more about what is preserved when the spotlight fades: family, values, and a quieter sense of purpose that endures beyond public memory.